That's Coit Tower, perched high atop Telegraph Hill here in San Francisco. We're just about set for action. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to effect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 down low. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Stolen by Thompson. Green against Valanciunas. Back to Green. Curry looking it over. Drills the three-pointer.
He's going to play his game the way he wants to for a long time. Even when Curry gets older, even when he can't jump and can't run, he will never lose that jump shot. I mean, jump shots never get old.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Morant passes to Brooks. Left side Jackson. Clock at 6. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. First quarter, just over a minute played. Off the inbound, no good.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. No luck that time either.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Here's Brooks. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Here's Curry. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got 5.
He's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Brooks. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Good at taking what he sees. Give Brooks this in-between shot. Man, he's going to knock it down.
Wiggins outside. Passes to Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Amazing sense for how to score inside. Green doesn't settle. Good at staying aggressive.
Jackson up top. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. And some changes here for the Warriors. Toscano's checked in. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Klay Thompson. Allen's checked in for the First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It's deflected. They get it back. Morant kicks to Brooks. Shot clock at 3. Shoots over Oubre. They get the rebound. Goes up again. And Valanciunas with the layup.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebound. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
Curry, good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Morant. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. Nobody near Allen. Second chance shot. Valanciunas. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Oubre. Here's Wiseman. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul. The Warriors have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. And he makes the first. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Jones. The Warriors making the shot. Allen for the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Oubre passes to Baseman. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Warriors have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Some changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Wiseman. And Lee's subbed in for Kelly Oubre. The Grizzlies also making a change. DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for Grayson Allen. And so he makes both from the line.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Count that one.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
The pass to Toscano. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Jones. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And the offense early on limited to just jump shots.
And no good that time. Pass to Poole. Back to Looney. Banked in off the glass.
Getting it done inside. Looney looks intimidating, using his physical gifts to own the paint.
Ball stolen. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 8. We've got more in store for you right after this. And earlier we spoke with Klay Thompson about the value of someone he's known a long time.
Realize how easy it is to get looks from him, using his big body, coming off screens. Him being able to stretch the floor, knock down threes is such an underrated factor for us. And like I said, he's unselfish and he's a really good teammate as far as getting you involved.
Greg, you think about the championships they've won together. Incredible connection between these two.
Yeah, I mean, they have different styles, play different positions, but both are tough, competitive, and step up when it matters most.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Green down low with Looney. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Poole in at the 1 spot.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Thompson for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Thompson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
And this is Thompson's calling card, a lethal 3-point shooter with unlimited range.
Anderson with the ball. Now Green defending. Yep, that one goes.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Thompson outside. Back to Bazemore. Here's Green. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And buckets like this get Green going. Stand up, Saginaw. He loves finishing right on the physical defense.
They double him with Green. Melton passes to Anderson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's when a double team hurts the defense. I mean, when they're guarding the player smart enough to pass out of it and find the man left alone.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Allen's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul. Jackson kicks to Brooks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Stephen Curry.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Kevin, it's a sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yes, yeah. But you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. He's hot, you're riding. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Curry with him. 10 points for him. Thompson inside the line. Excellent D there from Allen. The Grizzlies trail by 4, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go." Basically, that I'm built for the moment. Guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And that one's good. Morant.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Stolen by Brooks. For Memphis, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
That free throw good from Anderson.
I mean, I think he's kind of a throwback kind of player, if you ask me. I mean, Anderson's nickname is Slow-Mo because of his ability to slow the game down and pick the opponent apart.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. It's good.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Valanciunas finds Brooks. 1:05 left now here in the second. Second chance effort, and Valanciunas puts it in.
Oh, you see how focused Valanciunas is? When he's got this positioning, he's determined to score.
Here's Wiseman, and finished off by Wiseman.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
And the first one at the line is good.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Damian Lee is checked in for the Warriors. He's perfect from the line this time. Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Toscano. The shot will not fall, and it's Memphis the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
They now take the lead. Melton's got 6.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Here's Lee outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. And so Jones nails both of them.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Bazemore dishes to Wiseman. That's a 2 from Lee, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. And I'm Kevin Harlan. For Memphis, the first quarter was not an easy one. They wasted no time putting themselves in a difficult situation, having some issues at both ends of the floor, and falling behind by 8 points by the time the period came to a close. Things really took a positive turn for them in the second quarter, though, as they went on a huge run and now find themselves leading by 4. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Curry has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And James Wiseman picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson down low. Curry meets him. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Morant looking around. Offensive rebound. Here's Anderson. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And now an 8-point Memphis lead. The drive by Green.
Last season, a tough one for Draymond. Suffered a series of injuries, and no one hates to lose more than that guy.
Yeah, and even when he did play, because his teammates were around, he was exposed at some points. He was frustrated much of the time, but that's in the past. Who cares about that? Now he's right back to competing.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Back to Morant. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's now 9 points for John Morant.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Wiggins finds Curry. From deep three-point range, Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brooks with no one around. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Timeout called the Warriors. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Grayson Allen's checked in for Memphis. Brooks outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Green against Morant. The jump hook. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Wiseman. And he gets it to go. Wiseman's got 6 points.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
The pass to Valanciunas. He kicks it to Allen. Shot clock at 5. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And the Warriors with some changes. Toscano's checked in, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Klay Thompson. Shot clock at 2. Bane, nice shot from the wing. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
You can tell Valanciunas has really been working on his passing. Nice dime right there.
And Poole gets it to go.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Here's Morant. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Wiseman kicks to Oubre. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Wiggins. And the Grizzlies also with a sub. Anthony Melton. He's checked in for John Morant. .125 left to play in the third. Allen outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Valanciunas has got 8.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Poole, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Here's Allen. It's tipped. Now here's Bazemore. Drops in the layup for 2.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Pass to Melton. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Puts it up. Again, Memphis.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Passes it to Wiseman. Back to Bazemore. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Allen, that's good.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Oubre for 3. It's off. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Memphis out in front, up 9. And time for the short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Lee out there with Kent Bazemore. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. And here's Jones. And it's Brooks in the corner. And Lee pulls it down.
Now, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Wiseman the pass to Lee. Here's Curry. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Warriors. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've led by as many as 11 points. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Now Jones. Here's Valanciunas, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
Green dishes to Curry. Jacks up a 3, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
The way he's firing from 3 today, they ought to keep riding.
Here's Valanciunas, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy, and he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
The first free throw is good, and the Warriors making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Jones, and so he hits both. Warriors trail by 8. Thompson outside. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Morant with a wide open look, and that one goes long.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Unable to get that one. Wiggins with some nice D.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Curry. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And another miss by Memphis. Warriors trail by 3. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Green, the pass to Curry. Shoots over Morant. A shot by Curry, no good. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And stolen by Wiggins. And finished off by Wiseman.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Oh, yeah, they still got work to do, but what a job they've done to get back into this.
And finished off by Morant.
And this is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
In the corner, it's Wiggins to tie it up. Valanciunas grabs the board.
They came close there to tying it up.
That was a really important possession, especially at this stage of the game. Painful miss.
1:31 left in the fourth. Here's Curry with the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And that one's good. Brooks.
You got to appreciate the fearlessness. I mean, Brooks enjoying having the ball in his hands in big spots.
Curry wide open. And the 3 ball is good. Curry's got 16 here in the second half.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
That's a Ja Morant special, ripping the hearts out of the opponent.
Here's Curry with the 3. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Count it!
And improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. To tie it up. Got it. A tremendous three to tie it up.
Come on, the more important the shot, the more confidence Curry seems to have.
Brooks against Thompson. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Wiggins. Got it!
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 2. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Allen's checked in for Brooks. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Morant against Curry. Kept alive. Here's Jackson. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Oh, no hesitation to get into the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert easy.
Curry kicks to Thompson.
And in the moment of truth, Thompson putting the team on his back, trying to carry them across the finish line.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. All right, David, thank you.